Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing, testing. Are you guys hearing me? Let me just get over here. See if you guys are good. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, let me see what's going on over here. Let me share. Actually, just close this up because this is all. TradingView is really laggy today. Leave. Okay. Let me open up 8cap. And let me see if I can share my screen. Share screen 2. Okay, guys seeing the screen? Okay, super. Super duper. Okay. Excuse me. Wow, what a massive ramp today in the markets. I can't tell if I'm like happy that we missed it or not. Let me go into my view profiles, CFD trade. Okay, NDX turning really hard. Worth a shot for a buy, for a like a buy sell combo, only because we cleared all the moving averages, and this candle is actually above the longer term moving average. So if we kind of if we get a buy signal here, I am mildly bullish this trade to the upside as the short covering really starts kicking. It was just a huge sell off here. There's absolutely no signals even for us, no reference points for us to even trade. I'm going to get into a discussion of how I started to trade the reference points, and how I want to trade the trend breakout idea, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to see if I can get. So let's see if this puts me into a trade right now. I got 2, 3, 1. That put me in a trade. How come it doesn't put me in a trade? Is there a volatility filter on here? Oh, I don't have. I'm sorry, my auto trading wasn't on. Okay, so let's just do this manually. Damn. Okay, so I didn't have my auto trading on. So put this manually for. Let's see if it's going to work. Boom, boom, boom. Should work for about. Oh, it was almost for 10. I was trying to go for 10. 6, 7, 8. Good enough. Took it for 8. So just that this little trend break, new trend breakout, especially in a high volatility environment, that actually worked for more than that. Why do I like this? And you kind of see this in the German too, right? You kind of see this in the German too. If you want to, we can sort of trade the German. We'll trade the German manually here. We'll see if I can survive the things. But in the German, I'm probably just going to go for 5 because I hate the spreads and I hate the German. But let's see if the German is going to work for me for 5, and the German works too. So the reason why I really kind of like this setup on the trend break is obviously it has to be really high liquidity hours. This is just market opening action. But what's interesting about this kind of market opening action, especially after you have a hard sell-off, is you get a great signal for a turn, right? The moving averages start to cross over, and then you get the strength of that signal by, if you get typically when you get turn, you have red green turnovers. So you have a red green turnover over here. If this green is like floating well above the moving average, it gives you lots of confidence that there's just more momentum. That they're pulling it so hard, they're pulling prices up so hard. There's a little bit more momentum to go to the upside. Now, you're running into the typical profit-taking mode right now, and come on, I have it on my futures, but I have a sell reversal signal on the futures, but not on the trade here. And now what you really want to do, and this is like a view that I started to take, which is you really want, what you want is the price to touch the the red moving at sort of the deeper moving average before you decide that there's some kind of a continuation trade to go. Now this may be very well a continuation trade, but it's, first of all, so volatile as hell that you're kind of going to be chasing it over here in no man's land. What you want to do is, remember I talked to you about the trend curve, buying within the trend curve. That's kind of where you want to do it. You want to buy it when you get a red green switch this way. Then it's worthwhile. Now here, there's so much short covering going on over here that obviously this was good enough for continuation trade. Having said this, though, we're still essentially in a steep sell-off. This is the short covering slice of the move, and I don't know how much more juice we're going to have before it starts to curl over and die. So that that's why we'll just leave it alone for the time being. But and look at the Dow. The Dow hasn't even turned yet. And Dow, to me, actually, I'll see if I can do this a little bit bigger. Oh, sorry, I'm doing the wrong one. This is the German. I want to do the Dow. I'm watching the Dow here. Dow, I was thinking if the Dow was going to have a failure. Right now, what the Dow is basically showing you is the trend is still down, right? The trend is still down. We haven't had the moving averages cross over. And a lot of times when you have that that structure, right? You go, if I'm going to go into the sell mode, if you get a red candle, it's actually, see, the trend lags, the moving averages lag the price, and that's actually a positive, not a negative, because it's still telling you there's more selling pressure than buying pressure on the instrument for now. So if this turns negative, if I get a negative candle, I may be able to get a trade, to the downside here. We'll have to see. It has to turn negative. Once the moving average starts to close off. Oh, hey. Are you guys in Zoom? Somebody give me a hello. Somebody tell me that you guys hearing me and seeing me. Hello. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. Hey, guys, do you hear me now? Ah, man, I'm so sorry. Ah, damn it. And I've already traded a little bit both ways. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. Oh man, sorry. I thought I clicked off the waiting room, but it had the waiting room as a default. My apologies. Damn it. All right. Anyways, oh man, I had a trade to the upside that I traded with you. Oh, I'm so annoying. But all these good trades that you guys, well, you guys are gonna have to watch them on replay for me to explain them. But what I was basically saying is, and we'll watch this action. We'll actually watch this price action in the Dow right now, okay? Because I did the same trade in Nasdaq. So let's see if I can do the same trade in Dow. So the Dow crossed over to the upside, right? What I'm going to be looking for, is a candle that doesn't touch if I get a green candle, it does actually, I could probably just go now. I'm going to go now. I'm going to go long the Dow here with, let's see if I can get like 5 on here on the move. And I'm going to definitely have to give a 40 on the stop here, because you have to, Dow is just ridiculous on the stops. You have to give really, really wide stops. You can't trade 20 right now on the stops. What I was going to say is you have a moving average crossover here with the candle not touching, it's levitating above the long moving average. That is generally a good signal for us that there's going to be some trend continuation to the upside. Okay, so let's see if I'm right. Let's see if the Dow, as usual, doesn't torture me. But basically, I'm long the Dow now here, and I'm trying. Oh, I have like 8, 9. Okay, let's just take the. I was trying to go for 10 points here, but this is the setup. I just did this setup with the Nasdaq. This is the setup that I really like to trade on the moving average crossover. Basically, what we're looking for is a candle that levitates above the moving averages right at the point of crossing over, because that suggests that you have momentum going our way, right? It basically escapes velocity, and once it escapes velocity, it gives us a good chance to trade this. I'm glad you guys actually saw this. I'm glad you guys actually saw this in Mel. I just admitted you. I'm sorry. What's going on here, guys? I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try and get. There's a waiting room crap on this thing that I just had, which is very, very annoying, because I didn't. I thought I set it to default. Anyways, so I don't know if any of you guys caught the Dow, but this is kind of like the bread and butter moving average crossover trade that I really started doing, which is where, especially in high liquidity times, this is not a trade you want to do in Asia session hours when there's very little movement up, but when it escapes velocity, when it escapes the longer term moving average, right, on the crossover, meaning that the low here to the upside does not touch it. It's a great trade to the upside. Similarly, when the high over here doesn't touch it over here, so he touches over here, it escapes velocity here. Great trade to the downside on the move, right? Those are just kind of really, really nice, just pure entry trades on the moving average crossovers. And then, now we just basically wait and see where we can get our reference point entries. The thing about the reference point entries that I really kind of become a lot more cautious about, and let's go to the Nasdaq move over here, is when I want to do a buy sell combo, sell buy, red green, right? The really, really good place of where you want to enter, like the high probability trade of where you want to enter, is when the price actually touches or crosses or closes above the longer term moving average. So if I wanted to sell, like this is a sell slice, right? Now, yes, if we do momentum, if you just break fresh lows, that's this kind of works. But if we're doing buy sell, the really great place to buy, basically buy sell is a failure of the sellers failure of the counter trenders to make the counter trend. And the failure is right now. Let's see if this happens here. Like, this is pretty good. Let's do it into a buy sell mode. Now I'm going to go into buy sell mode. So basically what's going to happen is this is touching the lower Bollinger Band, the lower moving average, right? So if I can get a green candle off of this, I'm going to have some confidence that the trend is legit. If I can't, if it starts to break down, then no harm, no foul. So my entry now is a lot more selective, right? I'm trying to do less entries, but in a much harsher environment, where I'm basically trying to see. I'm going to put this in. I'll put in my futures too here, just to see if I can get this done. But we'll see. I have to. I'm doing my futures off screen. I have to have a green candle. So right now I got nothing. I got a red candle. It touches the moving average. Do I get the green candle? We'll have to see. We'll have to see if because this is a counter trend rally, and it may have just completely run out of gas at this point. But I think hopefully we get a second wave of the counter trend rally to the upside. Everybody following what I'm doing, and everybody sees what I did with the other trades. So right now, I got 32 seconds left, so I got nothing going on here. Let's see if I can get a green. If I get a green hold here, if this is going to give me a second wave up on the move. Looks pretty strong. All right, puts me in a trade. See if I can put like 5 in here just to get myself out. So give myself a little bit of, obviously you have to give yourself room because it's gonna fly up and down. Lots of volatility here, lots and lots of volatility. And I don't know if, I don't know if 20 is going to be enough, but we'll see. Hopefully it'll be enough. So they may not be able to hold it. Nope, they couldn't hold the trend. Okay, so we're going to let that, let that trade go. But at least it was an intelligent entry in a sense that, this was at a support level. Volatility today is just massive, obviously, and now we got to watch this thing and see if it can, if it can survive the moving average. Be interesting to see, because I may go. Let me see if I can just go again. If I get it, I need again a second confirmation, another second green can. Maybe this is going to be the candle. This is a very, very tough thing with the markets right now, in a sense that they're so volatile. They they took me out at 20, and now they're going to work. So it's just volatility. The idea was correct, but it's just volatility. I just could not survive the volatility on the first one. But again, just trying to show you the idea of where the entry was right. The entry was at the right point, just simply took me out super, super quick on the clips. I had a little bit of a wider stop on the future, so I was able to survive it. But again, you guys get the idea that if you're gonna trade this, trade it in the value area, trade it at least where you have the highest probability of good entry, possible exit with trend. Right? Does that make sense to everybody? Does everybody see what I did there? Guys, talk to me, please, because I don't even know if you hear me. Okay. All right. Now it looks like we're going to reestablish trend and keep going. Let me go back to the 4-screen match. I want to just look at the Dow and the thing. So the Dow is much more tepid here. Although the Dow would have also, see, the Dow touched the red and came up on the green side. So actually Dow is much weaker on this move. I wonder if I can, I'm just going to see if I can put the buy point. I'm just curious if I can hold the Dow. If the Dow comes down and then reverses back up to the bullish side, that should tell us that the market is sold out for the time being and kind of wants to run the other way. Where's the German? The German is actually also a trade. So I'm chasing the German a little bit here, but I'm okay. I'm okay with this thing because, I should have been here, honestly. I chase as usual. I'm chasing it here because I'm late at pre-setting up. but the German touched the red, turned green over here. Would have been a good trade. Now it's like, now it's trading. It's getting, the volatility today is just so massive that it's good. You could be right and wrong at the same time. So you have to just try to hope the volatility survives. But the Germans, if I'm right on this move that we should be pushing up a little bit, the Germans should take us as well, higher. I should have been here. So the close here would have been what? 98, and the high here was 4. That would have taken me. Let's see. It's all, my execution was very poor because I was looking at other things. The Dow is also kind of closing very, very well. It's 24 seconds left, so we'll see. It needs to come back up a little bit, but Dow not really showing a strong candle. But let's see if this candle is okay. If it holds at this level, let's see if the Dow will give us a signal. That's a really weak buy candle. But the Dow gives us 6. Okay, we'll take the Dow on the 6. The German gives me 4. So sort of works. Okay, better than nothing. I just wanted to give you the setup, because when I'm running like 10 million different things, it's hard to see. But you see what I mean? You're buying it at value, you have a higher chance that it's instead of extending over. If you're buying over here right now in this high volatility, even if you're right, you could be wrong because it can come down, stop you out, and then reverse the trend. Here, at least, okay, trend is still up. They held the moving average. I'm really, I'm willing to go up, and it actually goes up a little bit higher here. I don't know if you guys are trading the German to the to the upside. And NAS is now running. So this is interesting. NAS is now running to. I'm going to actually watch this because this is an insane move. But if the NAS, let's go to the on the closing basis. I want to go to this level over here. If the NAS takes out the 1315, those are, so basically the NAS made this massive V-shaped decline, and in the first half hour. And if they are so strong that they can take out the pre-market highs, that's gonna have to force a lot of people to short cover. So we'll stay with the NAS on this move here. Okay, and it looks like we're pushing. Let's see if we can hold it. Oh, just underneath here, just underneath. Watching the futures and the NAS here. Let's see if we can hold. Nope, can't hold it. So I am going to cancel this for right now. I don't want the last minute burst into this thing, so we'll cancel it. But it was, but it's interesting. Like I'm almost certain that they're going to hold the 16s sometime in the next 10 minutes. I'm just going to watch this manually, just kind of feel it. And if they can, like right now, they're backing off the double top, right? But if they can, and they're really, really stretched out. So, some breathing space may very well be due. But if it is, I'm like, on this next one, if the next one they close like 1320, I think I'm just going to go manual into this trade. And you see the both the Germans and the Dow. Anybody take the Dow to German trades with me? All right, Dow is Nas is holding the 20s, 30 seconds left in the countdown. Let's see if we can just hold them for a second here, because I mean it's really stretched out. So I could easily just be dumping out. But I'm going to give it a shot here for a momentum move. 13, 12, 11 seconds left. They're holding the 26s. Really big move here. Let's see if we can get it down. 25s, 23s. Okay, I'm in. Let's see if I can make 5 out of this thing. It's really a really big momentum stretch. But let's see if they can push it back up. Pause candle, and this is this is always the problem with when you're so overstretched off the moving average. You definitely may have a couple of pause candles and even a couple of like profit taking candles that could just, like I said, this is why the session trade in these highly volatile times super dangerous. So I'm trying it, but full possibility here that we could get tapped. We'll still be right on the trade, just get tapped out because it's it's a corrective trade. That's why I like the value zone so much better as a trade, and the value zone trade is a much better trade for us. But let's see, maybe we can still get, the buyers are still trying to press it to see if they can push it, I guess, to the 1350s. They can really squeeze the because if they can take the shorts higher here, some of the shorts are still trying to back off to do a double top. If the buyers can squeeze the shorts out and bust them out, that would work in their favor. So we're getting close. Let's see. 16, so no, can't hold it. What are the highs on this thing? Oh, starting to move. I was 27. We're getting close. I should be there. Ooh, it's just the spreads. Wow, man. I'm totally there on the futes, but not on this. All right, this is just a matter of whether, I may get tapped out on CFDs because of the spreads. I may, because the futes really did push up a lot. All right, may not work because of the CFDs. I'm sticking with this just now for academic reasons, just to see if the CFD works. Need like 30 on the CFD. Wow, I really need that. So I need a 27 on the futes. Looks like it might work. Futes are moving. There we go. Finally. Whoa, that was painful to watch, but yeah, that got done too. So like I said, you're now, the reason why this trade is so much more dangerous is you're flying way up in the air. There's no safety net here, right? The moving averages are a great safety net for you. So you basically kind of getting long at the safety net. Here, you're just flying and you're hoping that the pressure of the buyers takes you out. So that's why you only take 5, and that works. So like so far, actually, every trade has been bang on. Connie, you took the DAX. Anybody, Karen, you take the Dow, or anybody else take the Dow on the earlier one? And now we're coming back down, right? Now it's just a natural relief rally. And now you don't even think about moving. You don't even consider any trades until and unless we come all the way down to the moving average and find some semblance of support. Sometimes, it's actually the greatest trades are sometimes below the moving average, right? Sometimes they come in. Now it could, the trend is so strong right now that it could bounce on the earlier moving average on this one, which is fine. And you could trade this like, you know, on a spec basis. But as I said, this trade only works if you're a super believer in the trend. If you're just kind of like, I'm not so sure the trend is gonna have more juice, you don't want to be here, because you're still hanging way out, way out on the precipice. You know, your level from here to there is quite a lot. It, you know, it all depends on your conviction of trade. Mine is just sort of medium right now. So I don't have any strong conviction that this is a legitimately big uptrend move. We're still essentially effectively failed at the open. The news is still kind of very sentiment is still kind of very negative. They're waiting, I guess, for Powell to talk. I haven't looked at the Powell commentary right now. So you know, don't quite know. I'm gonna give this another like 5 minutes, and then we're gonna switch to FX. I'm gonna show you the indicator that you guys should have gotten, because some of you had a hard time installing it. I have to show you how to install it. And you see what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's not that this may not work. This may actually be an okay trade. It could still rise to the 20s, but you're walking on a much higher level, right? There's much less support here. So coming off the really the great trade, there's two great trades that are kind of easy to take in the slice and at the start of the slice. The candle that levitates above the moving average is the first breakout candle, right? That boom, 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 which, by the way, guys, watch the beginning of the video where I actually do all this trading on the NAS and I think the Dow, where I show you exactly. I'm sorry, you guys, none of you were in the room. And the second really high probability trade is the first value retrace level in trend, right? So like this one right here was a good trade anywhere you go. After the first sequence, it really becomes contingent on the strength of the trend, right? The first trend is like an 80% confidence trade. The next one could be 60, 70, depending on where you are. If the trend is super strong, it could be another 80% confidence trade. But what this does is you then have to obviously spend lots and lots of time just basically doing nothing, because if you don't have any any opportunities to trade, you let it go. You just kind of let it go. I'm just watching the NAS right now to see if what's going on over here. Oh, you know what I missed? Okay, well, I don't know if I missed this. So this is the second, as I said to you, this is already the second Dow move. I'm not gonna, I was gonna say it would have been okay. This is the second. See, this was the first value prop touch, second value proposition right over here, right? Could have been okay. We could have traded this, but it was good for 5-10 points. I'll let it go. But the most important thing is just focus on the beginning of the trend. Like the hard part about our strategy is if there's going to be like a 3-hour trend, we basically have to give up the other 2 hours worth of continuation, or we can trade it. But like the point is, it's the first 30 minutes of trend that have the highest probability of success, and then the rest of the time it's just it loses its viability because the trend matures, and the older the trend, the harder it is to trade it. The thing that's neat is even in a V-shaped move, right? Even in a V, this is a pure V-shaped move. So here, just no signals. I mean, I was fooling around, dicking around buying bottoms. Like if you're gonna try bottoms, by the way, don't ever do this, unless, and this is the key thing, the candle, like when you have this huge selling off mode in a vertical move, don't ever try to guess the bottom. Only once you started seeing a blue candle forming, only on the formation of the blue candle, can you start trading the bottoms. I took a bunch of, and you got to do it for like 5 points. I took a bunch of really quick trades on this. I'll show it to you here. Let me see. You can see this really quickly. Hang on a second. Oh God. Let me get this right. full screen. I want to go to full screen. Okay. So, what is this? Is this the NAS? It's kind of holding. What time is it? 31 seconds. Okay, I'll wait. I'll see. This candle has to be really strong. If this candle is like this, I'm not buying it. I'm still waiting. By the way, Dougie is going to do the candle strength filter for us, which is a very useful filter. That's not going to allow me to take any trades where the close is not the close is not close to the high or close not close to the low. That's basically it. But anyways, super quick just to show this to you before we get to the FX. I was buying boom, 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 boom. Just like all of this is green candle buying, and it's just super fast. And you don't want to be doing this unless you're willing to just stand in front of a train. Okay. This is looking a little better. So maybe, hang on a sec. Let me go into buy mode. Oh, it's in buy candle. Let's see if I can go to buy mode. Okay, maybe we'll do one more case, one more trade here. I got 33 seconds. Yeah, so that actually was a negative candle. This is a positive candle. Let's see if this this gives me a buy mode. I'll do this on my feuds as well. See if this works. Ooh, it's a big candle. So that's one of the problems is that you get so much volatility that a lot of the if I had a volatility filter on this, it would have kicked me out already because the move here is too big. But we'll give it a shot. I'm just playing. All right, we'll see if this works. Oh, wow. Damn. It totally worked on it. Look at this. Ooh, unbelievable. The futures worked already. Oh man, I'm sorry. This is like look at the futures. It got hit. Boom, boom, right on the futures. I didn't even notice it. But the CFD is still floating. So I'm gonna be my patient self with CFD, even though, and it's not gonna work probably because again the spreads on the CFD just were too maybe too much against me. Right now, we basically have to pray that the corrective move stops. This was a big burst up to the upside, that we can survive the move to the downside. It may not happen, So I mean, the trade worked on the futures perfectly, and did not work on the CFDs because of the spreads. But I will endure. I will endure. I mean, it was clearly a break of my rules because look at the volatility. This was such a big volatility candle that unless you're willing to basically, trade twice the volatility stop, which is a huge stop, I should have had no business doing this. I got obviously a little bit lucky on the future side because there the prices were super fast and I was able to take my fives. CFD is recovering a little bit. Let's see if I get a little bit of help from the CFD gods here to take me out to the fives.
S&P reversal.
Oh, did I get done? And I got done. All right. Oh wow, look at this. I looked down for a second to see what Karen said, and I got done. So okay. So beautiful. All trades today positive. Okay, all trades today positive. Even the ones that you guys didn't see in the video, go look at them. So let's stop right now and talk about the OO indicator because everybody wanted to look at the indicator and see how I need to install it. So let me kill this. Had a lot of problem with trade. I don't know if you guys had problem with TradingView. TradingView was another one of the things that was just driving me nuts because huge amount of delay on TradingView, right? So let's go to okay. So everybody got the copy of the indicator, and if you haven't, just message me. I'll give it to you. So let me see. I need to first. Hang on a second. Let me just try and do this correctly. So this is how right, let's get out of here. And I actually like to put this on the 1 hour chart just to, my dollar Swiss and pound Aussie. Oh, pound Aussie is working. So I like to put this on the hour chart to give myself kind of strength of signal, right? And the way I have this configured, the indicator, Raphael O's, let me actually do this. The settings are retracement, 20% of range, maximum candle, 20% of range. I like to do 50-50. I'll show you what happens. So basically, I need to have 50 points worth of upward movement or downward movement before I consider it to be a legitimate sell signal. So you can see here, this is a legitimate sell signal. The only serious issue with the hourly candles is that on the hourly close, you sometimes are going to get very deep towards your money, right? So here you are 16 points in the money. You can't really take this trade unless you're willing to give yourself. Well, you could have actually survived this trade. What I wind up doing is I trade very, very small size because I'm going to do lots and lots and lots of trades, right? Oh, and look at the NAS. NAS is really starting to take off. So that was, there was another good example where we, buying off the moving average value. This was the second in that slice, but it was, but it definitely worked. So anyways, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. So if I'm like in a situation where this is so deep into the money, right, I will still put 20 points from my entry with a stop at the 60 level or the 40 level. So in this case, it actually just barely survives the stop and gives me 20 points. What this does is it obviously skews my P&L a little bit negative, but because I'm trading so small, I really don't care. Like the 1 or 2 trades out of 5 or 6 that blow me up really don't have much of an effect on, because most of the trades actually with this, generous stop and target pretty much go. So you can see here, and this is like one of the most volatile pairs, right? I'm trying to remember if this survived this. Oh, this actually did not survive this. That's a shame. So this is 01, and I would have had the stop at 40. So they would have taken, excuse me, at 60. So it would have taken me out at 60. So I'm out at 60. So that didn't work. This, for some reason, oh, I know why. It's very, very annoying. So, oh, no, never mind. I take it back, guys. This wouldn't have been a trade because the one thing we're missing is the filter. I don't trade Asia session at all on the O's. It's got to be 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. New York, Europe to New York, highest liquidity, because that's exactly the point. In Asia, you're just not going to get the push, right? So this wouldn't have been a trade. In the future, when I have a time filter, this will not show as a signal. This, however, would have been a trade. That would have been a good trade, made money. This would have been a trade that did not. This is unfortunately a U.S. session, so that lost. So 1-1, 2-1. This is a trade. I think this is a trade. No, this is actually not a trade because this came in at the 1600 hour, and this was a trade. This is actually a trade that I'm still floating this trade. I'm very, very high up. I shouldn't have even bought this. This is like 36. This is a trade you have to give up because if it's already past 20 on an hourly, you kind of give it up. But the thing that is important to notice about this particular setup is, when we're trading indices, the trade lasts a minute. When we're trading the OOs, the trade lasts hours. And what's cool about this is because it lasts hours, you can make lots of adjustments. There's no one glove fits all type of rule. If it breaks the level and you want to be kind of patient, you could try to put a limit at the level and see if you get filled, and then try to run the trade. Or in this case, obviously this was way outside, and what I should have done is I've just been going market because I just wanted to see how well it's trading. But you can put a limit like at 10 up, right? So if you bought this at 781.10 with a stop underneath here, you would have made money. So the beauty of this is that it's such a leisurely trade. It really works across all time frames, right? Nicely. What did I trade? What did I trade the other day? Was it Euro Aussie? Yeah, Euro Aussie was a trade. No, this was actually, sorry, this was 1600-hour trade. This was a trade. This was a 4 in the morning trade on the 19th. Super easy trade. Boom, boom, boom. Trades to the downside. Works really, really well. Okay, so how do you guys install this, right? Because people had a hard time installing this, right? So let me do this properly. First and foremost, I got to log out of my BK Forex account and come in like you guys do. Reload. Let me see if I can log out. Okay. There, right. So I'm going to sign in as myself. No, as Boris TV demo. Okay. So I'm going to sign in as myself. Okay. Now I want to go to chart. Let me see if I have this. Okay, I have fly away. Okay, do I have in my indicators favorites, my scripts? No, built-ins. No. Okay, so here's what you need, right? Let me see if I can so I gave you the Karen, I'm going to take the link that I gave to Karen. It's a bit.ly link. Just bear with me a second. So I'm going to copy link. Now I am basically like, in a in like a customer mode here. So I'm going to click this link, the link that I gave you, right? And here's the run for the OOs. You get the BK Forex run for the OOs. This is a private link. Nobody can get this. And blah, blah, blah. What you want to do is scroll down and add to favorite indicators. Okay, add to favorite indicators. Okay, now it's on my favorite indicators, right? Okay, you guys with me? Right? So once I've added to favorite indicators, now we're going to go to chart. And we can, let me just, templates. I have a clean template. All right, we'll call this, let's kill this, kill this, kill this. And we'll what is this, 4 hour? No, I don't want Apple. I want, I don't know, Eurodollar. And I want it on, let's say, 1 hour chart. I'm just saving a template here, guys. Just bear with me a second. So Eurodollar on 1 hour chart, kill this. And what I want to do now is I want to go into my indicators, go into my favorites. You see the run for the OOs? You see that now? I attached that now. Now I got the indicator. And now I can save it as a template. I can say templates, save indicator templates, run for OOs, remember symbol, remember interval, save. Okay. So I have like one template. Okay, maybe because this is my customer account, I can't get it. But anyways, you guys get the idea, right? And you see the indicator. Is that clear to everybody? Karen says she's got it sorted out. Ooh, I got 5 minutes, guys, before Katie's gonna yell at me because we have a meeting. So very, the point is it's really, really cool. You can, you put this on the hourly. I would set the, I really should, honestly, I need to update the settings. I set the settings 50-50 because I like to do it on the hourly. I want lots and lots of power behind the move. I don't want like kind of bullshit moves. Sometimes, you certainly, on a 2020, you can certainly get some moves your way. And usually the first move is probably indicatory of the second move. But like I like to have strong moves going my way in order to come in, and then and then if the price kind of runs away, then I'll start doing limit in. I'll do 10 if it's 20 points in the money. I'll do 10 up above the 00 with a stop at -40, still -40, 60 stop, 40 stop. Still, that you really need that whole 40 pip area to survive the intra volatility. But whether it goes to 20 or 30, if it goes to 30 from 10, it will do it. It will do it. Just as if typically it's good enough trade that it will go. Like in my own, just with market trades. Let me just count this up for you guys. Trading bullshit market, right? No technique whatsoever here. Okay, let me 1, 2. I'm just counting all the winners. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 1. So that's one loser. That's it. Wow, 14-1. Jesus, this whole last week. So it's 14-1. I mean, that's not a realistic ratio. But if I'm at 10-2, 10-3, 10-3 is winning. 10-2 is great. If you're at 11-2, 12-2, it's excellent. So that's kind of where I'm looking for. The key thing is filter by session. Don't trade the Asia session, and try to get a decent entry, and you should have really, really good odds in your favor. So that's my OO's spiel for you guys for today. Okay, I got to run. Any quick questions for the end? Hope you guys liked the session today. Lots of volatility, but we managed to survive. And you guys are really getting the vibe and the feel, like that final. Oh, sorry, Karen. I'm showing my private conversation with you. Not that it's really private, but you guys are getting the idea, right? Wow, what's going on here? Where's my? Yeah, everybody had a great day. Okay. Yes. So Miguel. This is how you change it. Okay, this is how you change it. You go. Watch this, Miguel. You go in here, right? So this is the run for EOS. Go into these settings right over here, right? Go in here. Go into that little wheel. Go into inputs, and just change it to 50-50. I changed it to 50-50. It's up to you, but I like the 50-50. Okay. And it's going to have one more, which is going to say time. It's going to say don't trade during this time. So if I do 50-50, it's just going to be properly adjusted on the 1 hour. All right. You got it, Miguel? All right, amigos, I got to run. Thank you so much. Everybody have a great time. I love this. This is such a cool little indicator. So much fun. So easy to trade on FX. So much, less, like, as I said, it takes hours to trade this thing. So you don't have to really worry about it. And it's a great, it's literally the only thing I'm trading on FX right now, because I can't be bothered with anything else on FX, but this is an easy thing to trade in FX. All right, guys, everybody have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys later.